Hello, this is John Cena. Hit that free like button if you believe that Mercedes Moné or Sasha Banks is the most selfish female wrestler in the business today. People say I buried talent, but at least I earned every championship that I was given. And most importantly, Sasha still can't cut a promo.
Wait a second. I'm just now realizing this. This has just now hit me, right? This is a weird pattern. Sasha Banks might be the most selfish professional wrestler in the whole entire world. I don't know how she has this kind of pull. She is an egomaniac. This is beyond Hulk Hogan. This is beyond Roman Reigns. This is beyond CM Punk. Okay, let's go back to her first debut match for New Japan Pro Fake Wrestling. Guess what? That was against Kairi Sane for the Women's Championship, and she won it. Her first match, her debut match for New Japan, she won a championship. Okay, let's fast forward a year later to All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling. So this chick, she was actually cleared to wrestle since December of 2023. So she signs with All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling, and she is handed a title match against Willow Nightingale for the TBS Championship at a major pay-per-view. I'm like, wow. How does she have this kind of power? This is unheard of. Ric Flair, Savage, John Cena, fucking Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle, Dean Ambrose. Those guys don't have that kind of power, bruh. You gotta get your feet wet. Like, can you imagine if this was a guy? Can you imagine if this was a guy, right? This is how little people think of women's wrestling. Listen, bro, nobody gives two shits about women's fake pro wrestling, because if this was a guy, we would complain, right? For example, what if, I don't know, fucking Bronson Reed was re-signed by the World Wrestling Federation last week, and his first match is for the IC Championship, and he wins it? I'm like, wow. Like I said, this chick is selfish. I tried to warn you. I'm like, bro, I would have an issue with this if this was a guy too. Bruh, Rocky Maivia tried to do this, but at least Rocky Maivia is a major star. He's an icon, right? He's a older guy, part-timer. At this point, he doesn't have anything to prove. So I get that, just to try to sell tickets, right? But Sasha Banks, look here, man. You ain't better than Super Thick Bayley. Like, I tried to warn people. This chick is selfish. All I'm saying is, she was selfish because she didn't want to go back to the World Wrestling Federation so she could help out Bayley against those sexy ass Asian girls. She said no, just to go to All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling, which is a dying company in hindsight. But this is weird. Back-to-back years, she did this to full-time wrestlers. Look here, man. She is not Brock Lesnar. She's not Rocky Maivia. She ain't CM Punk. It's in terms of, okay, you want the red carpet where it's like you don't want to work your way up to getting a title shot. They didn't do this with Dean Ambrose. And Dean Ambrose is a bigger name than Sasha Banks. Dean Ambrose had to work his way up, even though he was a high-paid guy. No, he wanted to grind. This chick don't give two shits. I'm like, so she leapfrogged the women's division 2 times in 2 different companies. Hell no, she ain't going back to the World Wrestling Federation. Because she knows there's no way in hell Triple H is going to hand her a goddamn championship. That's not going to happen. But she knows Godman is a mark for stars from the WWF. So she knows she can bend his arm and do anything she wants. But this is selfish, man. There was nothing wrong with Nightingale as the TBS champion. She was great, a fighting champion. But Sasha Banks, she has proven nothing, man. Like, how dare you talk trash about Brock Lesnar and all these other part-timers, right? Brock Lesnar had a name, right? At least Brock had a contract where, yeah, it makes sense for him to be part-time. But how? How did this girl twice get handed 2 championships before having a match for that championship? Come on, man, this is... Bruh, nobody else on YouTube is trying to bring this up. See, I got receipts. Her first match for New Japan Pro Fake Wrestling was for a championship and she won. And her ass, bruh, she turns around and does the same thing to another up-and-comer like Willow Nightingale. Hell, I would have had more respect for Sasha Banks if her ass would have fucking lost, right? Okay, how about you lose to Willow, and then down the line, you get your shot back and then you beat her. Okay, work your way up. Don't just fucking leapfrog the division. Like, what the fuck? Like, nobody else is trying to bring this up, bruh. So her last 2 debut matches for 2 different companies have been for titles, and she won it. Wow, bro. You see, this is why I don't like Sasha Banks. Bruh, she's worser than CM Junk. CM Junk would never do this. I'm like, wow. Cody Rhodes would never do this. The list goes on and on, man. Like, how do you have this kind of pull? Where do you get off with this kind of pull? Like, how? Who is her agent? How is she a star? Like, wow, like, how does she have this kind of pull and power to do this? This is unheard of. We have never seen this before, ever, whether it's male or female, where your debut match is for a fucking championship for 2 different companies. That's crazy, insane. And it's like, it wasn't even a good match. Her match with Kairi Sane, it was not that good. Her match with Willow Nightingale, hell, I feel like Willow carried that match. That's my opinion. Listen, I think as a wrestler, once that bell rings, I think Sasha Banks is just overrated. I always felt like Bayley was the better wrestler once that bell rings, but overall, this chick is selfish. This chick, man, she thinks the whole world revolves around her, man. I've been trying to put you on game for the past 2 years about this woman. What you see on TV, that's who she is in real life. And she brought it out to the fucking camera, man. Her debut match, she wins a fucking championship, man. I'm done.